Rise and shine, beloved. Come on in, come on in. Great grand rising, grand afternoon, grand evening, wherever you are tuning in from. Come on in. Go ahead and take a moment. Tag your friends, family member. Let them know Spiritual Success TV is live. Let's go ahead and get activated for day number 7 of our early morning empowerment first word gathering. And we're going to go ahead, let me just bring this up on Facebook and go ahead and put a grand rising up here, and we're going to go ahead and get activated. All right, there we go. Okay, let me put happy 7th day. Happy 7th day. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and get activated. We're going to activate the success mind. With that being said, go ahead and sit, feet flat, back straight, hand on heart. Take a good healing deep breath in. And exhale. And relax. Crown of the head, come on, all the way down. All the way down. Drop those shoulders. Legs, thighs, feet. Feel the chair you're sitting in. Feel your feet. We're anchored, we're grounded, but we want to turn the focus inward now. Deep breath in. Exhale. Relax deeper. Focus in. The infinite power of the eternal realm that is within. The infinite realm within. The omnipotent realm within. Breathe. Exhale. The prayer formation is going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day, a great day. Yes, 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 a great day. Welcome to day number 7 of Early Morning Empowerment First Word Gathering. And we're so happy to be here. And we want to just take a moment and go ahead and tag your friends and your family members. And we are ready to go. Let me just grab a sip of this tea. Okay, beloved. So we've been here now for 7 days. We started right on the first day of this new year. And we've covered quite a bit of ground. Go back over into YouTube, Spiritual Success TV, where you are now, or Facebook, and all 7 of the first words should be there. So we covered quite a bit of ground. And my whole purpose and my focus for us being here is all about helping you to get grounded and settled into the theme of me first. Me first. Now, every year, y'all know me, I don't believe in hype and manipulation and all that. Every year, every month, every day is a new opportunity to reset. Not only every day, but every hour, every minute, and every second through every day is an opportunity to reset. And I want us to become more conscious of that as we are holding to the banner of me first. Me first. As we're holding to the banner of me first, having this conscious awareness and the grace to know that you can reset at any moment. At any moment, you can reset, you can return. And I want you to really have that conscious awareness as we move forward this year, because there are going to be many times when the choices that you make is going to either send you closer to what you desire to see, or it's going to take you further away. Either way, beloved, you are a master manifester. Can you put that in your notes? I am a master manifester. Master manifester. You see, we only tend to look at those type of things when we're manifesting what it is we think we want. But you are manifesting good, bad, or indifferent all the time because you are a divine creator. Which brings us to our word for today is create. We want to be in the creative realm, utilizing all of the primal material, all the raw material that is in the universe, that is in our rich inner life to create. But before you even get to creating, there's several things that have to happen first. And we started talking about that. And it's all internal working. So I want you to put in your notes that internal working is primary. We want to do that first because, beloved, we could do a lot of external working. And everything we do in spiritual success is all about an inner and outer balance, right? But we want to get that inner working in the proper order and sequence so that it can start bringing everything in the mind, the body, the spirit, start bringing everything into alignment and agreement. So we started out talking about believing bigger, better, bolder, right? Me first. We talked about integration with your God self, that you're moving through this earth realm as God. We talked about that. We talked about honor. Yesterday, I believe it was honor we talked about. We talked about breath, how you incorporate breath with believing and how important it is to breathe as you are believing better, believing bigger, believing bolder, right? Breathing and then honoring yourself, honoring your gifts, your calling, your assignment, your desires, honoring yourself. And so before we even talk about creating, I want you to really grab a hold of the internal working that's a prerequisite. The internal working that's prerequisite. We're living in an age of information where you can look up pretty much anything between, Google and AI and all of that. You can look up anything and get information. But how connected are you to that information and how much of it really resonates with you? How much of it can you really be honest about and say, I'm going to incorporate this in my life? Now, somebody who is a master teacher, who loves studying, who loves gathering resources and information, such as myself, we can absorb a lot. We can absorb a lot. But what we want to do is come to a place where we are settled, where we are really listening to our inner guidance, checking in to see what really resonates, what really means something to you personally, and then moving out with that. So as we begin to take this moment while we're in the winter months here, right? And we're snowed in over here in Ohio. Not too bad though. But using the energy of this season to kind of pull back. So we started talking yesterday about the number 9, which is the energy that we're working with this year. Because God is the God of numbers. So a couple things I want to do. I want to just pick up one little place that I was yesterday when we were talking about 2025 being a universal number 9, right? And we talked about the transformation, the energy of transformation being here. And let me just get this because I want to look at it because I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. So let me just do this and make sure this is in order, right? So when we look at it and we broke down 2025 and we let you know with everything with the 2, the 0, the 2, and the 5 represented, and we have double 2s, right? So what we want to look at, because we want to embrace this, is that in this year of completion, bringing things to a close, closing old chapters, right? We want to make sure that we are preparing our heart and mind. Great Grand Rising, come on, give me a Grand Rising, let me know that you're here, right? We want to make sure that we're allowing ourselves to come into self-mastery. Grand Rising, Reese, yes, happy 7th day, love you. Self-mastery, right? Spiritual enlightenment, transformation. We're working with the energy of all of that this year. So when we looked at the 2, which is about balance, harmony, relationship, the 0 being infinite potential. I want you to put that in your notes. I want you to be zero-minded this year. Come into zero mind, that place of fullness, that place of infinite power, infinite potential, right? And then the 5 representing change, adaptability, personal freedom, grace. Coming to that number 9, right? So key focus this year is me first. And we're not being selfish. We're going to continue to be selfless as we make that global conscious impact, right? We want to not be all of the phobics. We don't want to have all these phobias. We don't want to be xenophobic, homophobic, all these phobias, all these fears. But we want to be in a place where we can allow the real love, unconditional love, to reach out to the global community, right? So we're talking about selflessness, not selfishness. But when you start giving yourself the gift first of loving yourself, honoring yourself, esteeming yourself, then you're going to have so much more to give to others, right? So again, this is all about now me first, using the energy of the number 9 to bring us into the power of release. Release is such a powerful energy that when you can let go, that's why you always hear me say, let go and let God. Let go, because the power of releasing is important. So I tell you all the time about doing the belief audit. You have to be checking in with yourself about what's outdated, what mindset is outdated, what behaviors no longer serve you, what relationships are toxic, taking you under, ruining and blowing out your nervous system. We have to take stock of this. And I know it's easier said than done. As long as I've been doing this, I still hit pockets where I have to work with myself and be honest about what no longer works for me, what my truth is. And I don't want you to let people make you feel bad about saying my truth. Because when you can get a hold to truth with a capital T, not only is that your truth, it is a universal truth. Others just have not come to that level of vibrational frequency. Talk back to me, y'all. And many of us are in relationship with people and we are unequally yoked. And I know that in the church, we just use that, that if somebody was saved or not saved, how many remember that whole spiel about being unequally yoked, right, with non-believers? But it's deeper than that. You can have 2 people of the same faith in the same Christian household, and they're unequally yoked. Being unequally yoked means that you have gone somewhere else. You have elevated in your belief system, in your personal and spiritual development, and someone else has not. And you know my saying, I cannot die because you refuse to live. No matter what the relationship is, if I'm growing and you're not, I can't slow myself down anymore. And I remember that there was a season in my life where I was slowing myself down to a crawl, just slowing myself down so that I wouldn't outshine, I wouldn't outrun, I wouldn't get ahead, right, of the people in my environment. But that slow crawl trying to appease and please others around was killing me. And this is how you end up with low self-esteem, low self-worth, because you're not being true and honest to who you are. But the day I woke up, and this is going back probably over 25 years, but the day I woke up and recognized I cannot die because you refuse to live. I got to go ahead and do what's right for me. And so this is what we mean by your truth. So at that time, when you're in an environment with people, whether it's your spouse, your associate, your siblings, whatever the case may be, and you're not being honest and truthful about what does, I spent years, beloved, in church and environments and didn't believe half the stuff that they were telling me I had to believe. Didn't believe half the stuff that they told me, this is what you preach, this is what you teach. But the day that I woke up and said, I don't agree with this, that don't sound like God to me. I don't believe that's God. And if that is God, that's not the God I want to serve. Being honest, even coming forward saying this, and like I said, I still wrestle with myself when I hit pockets about how much I want to release, right? And I have to work with myself to know, no, you have to do what's right for you, because there are people that are waiting for what you're going to release, because they have grown, they have awakened, and they know that it's time to move further. So when we talk about this year of releasing and closing out outdated mindsets, I don't want that old way of thinking and believing and feeling and judging and criticizing. I don't want any parts of that. I don't want to be stuck in an environment with people who are operating as robots, and they can't question anything. They can't give their opinion about anything. They take everything that somebody gives them and they never examine it for themselves. I'm not ever going back into that way of living again. I spent too many years there, and probably so have you. So releasing outdated mindsets, even mindsets that you created yourself. Hey, Jewel, thanks for joining us live. Yep, even mindsets that you have adapted and created for yourself. Taking that mental check to see, is this still serving me? Why am I believing this? When the little times that I do get a chance to scroll on social media, because I can't do it that much, I love listening to people do their little spiel about the Bible and the questions that they have. I always star it. I leave a comment, because, beloved, there is nothing wrong with asking a question. There's nothing wrong with wanting clarity. There's nothing wrong that says, this doesn't make any sense to me. Nothing wrong with that. And so if we're going to do me first, and that is the banner for us over this year, that's vibrating with the number 9, it's time, beloved, to bring some things to a close. It's time to end some chapters. But this is what we want to make sure that you're doing. You want to make sure that when you get to the closure, this whole year is about closure, ending chapters, bringing things to a close, tying up loose ends, completing things that need to be completed, right? You want to make sure you're doing it from your spirit, from your heart, from your God self, not from your head. Not from your head, but from your heart, from your spirit. Because we're not just cutting people off just to cut people off, right? We want to make sure that this is what our heart is telling us is right for us. Yes, it is. Yes. We want to make sure we're doing what our hearts say is right for us. And then listen, 9 times out of 10, just like I told you, when I hit that pocket that said, I cannot die because you refuse to live, beloved, when you are in a growth process and you are growing personally and spiritually, everything that is not in alignment and not vibrating at your level will drop off. It'll just drop off. You'll just notice all of a sudden now you can't have the conversations you used to have. You may still love people, But all of a sudden now the conversations are different. You have no interest in talking about what they want to talk about. That's because you're growing. You have shifted your vibrational frequency. You're on another level now. You have elevated yourself, and you cannot die because people refuse to grow. The year of me. I'm going to look within me. I'm going to bring things to a close this year. I'm going to complete things so that I am preparing everything for the year of one when we get to 26. This is going to be a phenomenal year, an awesome year if you choose to make it one. Me first. Deep breath in and exhale. Lovely, share this on your timeline. And I'm praying about, if we're going to go to Friday, to the 10th. I'm praying about continuing. So just check back in the year of me first. Yes, Jewel, me first. Check back in. We're sowing seed. We're using the number 9, the energy of the number 9, $9.99, $99.99, $59.99. But it is a closure seed. It's a closure seed to bring things to closing, and that you're all right with it and you're making room for new. Can you say that one more time? I'm making room for new. Put that in your notes. All right, lovelies. Have a blessed, wonderful, and amazing rest of your day. Bye now.